Hello, visuals, and let's fucking try and get my. You can't see my tits in this hoodie. What a fucking way to start a review. Hello, visuals, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Visual Guys review. This time we're doing Kraven. I don't know if it's going to be the same days, whatever I'm uploading. We've got a Rings of Power, War of the Rohirrim spoiler-free review going up the same sort of timeline as this. But this particular movie review is all for Kraven the Hunter. Kraven the Hunter is officially out. We've watched it, done, dusted. And this, before we got this film, it was confusing for me because I adore Kraven the Hunter as we not traditionally know Kraven the Hunter, as this psychotic at times, scary at times, maniac hunter that wants all these different trophies. And he wants the trophy, he wants the head of the spider, he wants to hunt the spider, or it depends if you're going off like the newish game, he wants Venom to be one of his trophies and shit. He's not a good person, he's a villainy baddie guy who just wants to kill animals, and that pisses me off, and I'm glad when Spider-Man eventually does punch his head in. So we got this announcement, I thought, how are we going to do this? The tagline for this, what is it? Villains aren't made, they're born, or some shit like that. So they tried to play off the fact that, yeah, don't worry, he is still a villain. But as we're going through the film, I still got that. I mean, there were one or two things you could say, well, that was a bit villainous. He was definitely, I feel like they were trying to make us be dear to him. Like he was doing stuff like, oh, you do this, you hurt people, and, you know, you protect, you know, you do stuff to the weak and protect, you know, innocent and whatever. I need to protect them, I stop men like you. And I'm thinking, yeah, man, I'm used to you being a twat. So I know the whole thing was confusing, and I tried to watch this film, I've only seen it once, with my Spider-Man fan head off and just be like, okay, just pretend you don't know who Kraven is and watch it. And I tried my hardest to do that. And at points I did forget, and I was actually, believe it or not, it's despite being up and down with a lot of the Sony films, I was having a fun time. Aaron Taylor-Johnson, I think, does actually a good job at Kraven the Hunter. If he was a Kraven the Hunter that was a good guy. If he was full-on bad guy, I don't fully get behind it. They also released, you can go see the first 8 minutes of the film. They released that like 2 weeks ago or some shit on YouTube, which is never usually a good sign. But I don't necessarily know in this case it was the worst idea, because that first opening sequence is actually quite fun, you know. Aaron Taylor is looking good. He's a handsome old boy. He's in the jail. He's fighting. He's doing some other shit. You know, I'll be out in 3 days and whatnot. Taking away Spider-Man and Marvel shit, the film's actually kind of fun. There's some corny moments, but I don't mind corn. Corn's quite fun. There's some silly, daft moments, but again, I don't mind silly, daft moments. There's some cool fight sequences. There's some cool action sequences. I loved getting Rhino. It's not a spoiler. We do see him. Always happy to see Rhino again. Seeing Kraven go face-to-face with Rhino doing his shit. His dad, oh, fuck me, I can't remember his fucking name now. Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe always plays these sort of guys that talk like these. Whenever he does them, he does a great job at it. I like this older, chubbier Russell Crowe. He's quite fun. There's this whole sort of dynamic between them. A lot of the criminals know about the legend, the myth that is Kraven. Aaron Taylor-Johnson, when he's doing his deep voice of like, there's, but at the end, I can't do the words. I'm just like, okay, I like this. This is very... I'm very confused because, right, don't get us wrong, the film isn't going to get the optimistic Dan 10 out of 10. The score would probably be a 5.5/6. Aaron Taylor-Johnson did a really good job. The story itself was actually, you know, fine. There are obviously stuff to wait out for and, you know, going in the future. The usual Marvel shenanigans. And I am somewhat... I wouldn't say excited, but curious to see where it goes after. Going forward, what the fuck's going to go down with Kraven and where he fits into whatever Sony's plans are for everything and stuff like that. I will say as well, I've said about Aaron Taylor-Johnson playing the part. He looked the part. The stuff when you'd see him on his chair, the belly out, the main thing of his jacket, his vest thing. He looked the part 110%. I love the bit where he's getting the stick and the fire and the flame. He looked phenomenal as Kraven the Hunter. So just aesthetically, beautiful. Once again, I'm battling in my own head. Okay, right. I chuckled every night once in a while. Not necessarily bits that were supposed to be funny. The action was really good. The acting was absolutely fine. It wasn't like a soft, low-budget-y sort of acting thing. There was obviously a lot of effort and care went into this by everyone that was playing their respective characters and stuff like that. The story was absolutely fine. I'm just once again having this inner battle of like, I want to see you as a menacing, horrible little dickhead just trying to hunt shit and kill shit. and try and, you know, stab the fuck out of Spider-Man and take him as a trophy. I'm finding myself hard to separate the two. Pretend that this is the universe that there's no Kraven that knows what Spider-Man is, and it's his origin, it's him starting again and whatnot. Because there is a way that you could build about him finding about Spider-Man, and no, we're going to go too more fucking spoilery here. There is shit you can play out there. I think the best way to end it was the film on a whole as itself was relatively bang on. Not bang on, bang on. Yeah, it's fine-ish. It was a soft good. It was way better for me than Morbius. Doesn't beat any of the Venom films. Way better than Madam Web. Madam Web and Morbius are just, what the fuck's going on here? So it's not the worst thing Sony have done. I also think I saw somewhere Sony's Marvel-y longest film ever, like in this Sony verse, Venom verse, whatever the fuck we're calling it, that they're doing. But yeah, so I've got mixed emotions. I want to like it because I love Kraven and I love Aaron Taylor Johnson, and it's such a cool thing to have him do. But I don't know. I feel like if we're always going to do Kraven, there should always be a spider amongst it, and I'm finding it too hard to separate the two and say, right, so we're going to do Kraven. No, Venom you could have got you got away with. Morbius you got away with. Madam Web, yeah, because it's own like sort of own individual spider sort of story. There's some villains or some Spider-Man characters, for me personally, at least in live action form, don't work that well unless there's a spider entanglement throughout most of it. So yeah, I'm trying. This is a world where that's not established yet. As the dog kicks off about something, and I need to get away from that. But I'm still going to say, right, yeah, action fine, relatively funny. All right, dog, calm down. One or two little good moments, well acted, fine enough story. 6 out of 10. It's the Venom films, then this and the Sony shit. He's in the kitchen. I'm assuming barking at the back door, so I'm assuming the cat's on the wall. And every time you let him out of the cat's head, the cat just mugs him off, just sits there going, you can't get me, bitch. But anyway, I still highly recommend you check it out for yourselves. I'm glad I had War of the Rohirrim this weekend as well, because War of the Rohirrim was just fucking beautiful. I did this and then I did War of the Rohirrim. I just wanted to get this one out of the way because I had a funny feeling that I would much more enjoy War of the Rohirrim. I didn't want to go from epic to yeah. But yeah, 6 out of 10. Kraven the Hunter. I still recommend you check it out. Visuals. Let me know what you think of the film in the comments below if you've seen it already. We might have a spoiler review up at some point on the channel. Let me know what you think of my review. I want to get more into the in-depth of the story, where we could go forward and whatnot, but I feel like I'm just going to start rambling and forget that I need to do spoiler-free. But anyway, visuals, thank you so much for watching. That's my spoiler-free review for Kraven the Hunter. Remember to always keep being you and keep on keeping on.